I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through step by step the different pieces of Project X. We've never done it this way before. The first piece should not be news to you. That is our 4 key focus areas as an office. So this is how we work. We are not just a real estate brokerage. We are truly a lifestyle brand trying to provide betterment to our communities. And we do that in 4 key focus areas: health and wellness, personal finance, charity and community, and of course, real estate. So those are our 4 key focus areas, both for our agents and the consumers at large. That's our human aspect. And then we go into what our agent differentials are. What makes us different? Tools and technology, everything for free, everything provided for you, coached on it, trained on it, and then also touch. So at a lot of brokerages, training and coaching, it's really like a basic package. It's done. You either hit it or you don't. Ours is constant and ongoing, and it's not just a managing broker. We have 2 people that are going to be key for you here. Number 1, obviously, Eve Benton, our managing broker. She's amazing. She's a designated managing broker, a CE instructor, a pre-licensing instructor. I can't say enough about her and her depth of knowledge in the business. But you have me as your coach. At a lot of brokerages, there's just a managing broker. And so when I ask agents, well, who's your coach? They say, well, I don't have one, but I've got a managing broker if I have a problem. If you don't have deals, you may not have a problem. So we really wanted to put this into 2 hats, one being mine as your coach. My job is to help you make your phone ring more, make you a more efficient, and so you can take on more deals and eventually leverage technology and people to build a team. So the touch component of that is it's virtual, it's in person, it's the special events we do for the consumers as well as for ourselves. It's a lot of hands-on touch, and it's built out to what you want it to be. So it is a la carte menu. Everything's free. You pick and choose what you need for yourself. And the last quadrant of what I think is very different about us is our take-home pay. My goal for all of you is that you are eventually either capping or you're hitting over 100% commission. That takes time to get there, but we're going to walk you through how that looks. For a new agent at our company, 70% split. We're going to really focus at the beginning on the CRM, the baseline of tools. We're going to talk about which tools we're talking about specifically in a minute. But we also then want to encourage everyone to get past that first level. If you are at a 70% split, I have not done my job. We have got to get you to a higher split. After your first 10 career deals, sales, leasing, or a combination of both, you're going to an 80% base split. So that is a low bar. I really believe that we can all get there this year for those of you that are not already there. For those people, we're going to widen their touch 50% wider, 50% deeper with the existing people already in that database. Then you go down to the next quadrant, the experienced agent. Those are the agents that have hit their cap. Our cap here is 100,000 gross commission income. The minute you hit it, you're at 100% split for the rest of the year, and you go to a permanent base split of 85%. The more you bring in, the less we take from you. And it never goes down. We've never lowered a split. We've never charged a fee to our agents. We've never charged a fee to our consumers. We never will. That's bar none with us. As an experienced agent, you're going to start leveraging that team and systems like we discussed, because the ultimate goal I have for all of you, I'm living proof of it. A couple of you are an exit entrepreneur. Who is that? That's anybody earning over 100% commission. Now, I used to say that was the cappers that earned over 100%. There are agents in this company. They're amazing mentors and coaches that are not looking necessarily to be out in the field a lot anymore. So for those people, they may not even need to cap to hit over 100%, that they've got a team running. They're starting to build investments around them. We're going to talk about those quadrants of success in a minute. There's a lot of companies that stops at commission, but I really want to get more and more of you over into these bottom 3 quartiles if you're not already there. So that's our system for that. What are your 4 agent income streams? I'm extremely passionate about making sure that you have income coming in all 4 of these categories. That's why we're building a whole wealth building focus around our brokerage. Number 1, obviously commissions. That is the baseline for everything. If we can't get you commissions, it's really hard to create a following. And so we're going to focus there first. Second, residual bonuses. Several of us, it's a 6-figure additional income. There's no other company that pays you like this. There can be, revenue share and a multi-level marketing thing. Guess what? That requires other people underneath you to be as amazing at sponsoring agents as you. This is a real estate brokerage, first and foremost. Commissions and single level residuals, they feel like referrals. That's the focus. If we can get you really up and running in those two areas, then I want you to go down to that bottom quadrant. Are you investing in real estate? That's why we have an investors club. We want you to invest in real estate and enjoy generational wealth and building a legacy as much as we do the consumers. Why wouldn't we, right? And then last but not least, we talked about this the least, but as an accredited investor myself, I'm involved in some pre-IPOs and startups, and then obviously the traditional stock market, mutual funds, bonds. Do you have a SEP IRA? If you don't, it's time to get one. We're going to help you do that. I want you to have income coming in, not just in real estate, not just from your own commissions, but from mentoring and helping the company grow, from your own real estate investments, and from stocks, bonds, and SEP IRA. So what does that look like? Well, there's what we call now through Project X legacy financial planning. These are the classes you're going to want to take through us. We're paying for all of them so that you have the following: asset protection. Do you have the right insurance? Do you have the right corporation? How are things set up for you as an agent and as an investor? Tax liability. So few coaches coach on it. It's something that I'm very passionate about because I've had tax issues in the past. I'm very transparent about it. It's a great when you make a lot of money, but you haven't planned for it. That affects you. You take too much in deductions. That affects your future borrowing power, which leads us to the next quadrant of legacy of financial planning: credit and funding. We have outside specialists I'm now working with to help for credit repair. This is going to help you. It's going to help your clients. It's open to the clients as well. A lot of this credit repair, increasing your score, and then also looking for creative types of funding. Like we talked about the home equity line of credit, the DSCR loan the other day in Investors Club. I want that all to come together so you've got so many different assets to create wealth, both for you and your clients. And then last but not least, talked a little bit about asset protection, but also estate planning, corporations. I've shown you in the coaching blog how to file an S Corp. We're there to help you, walk you through that kind of stuff, whether it's going to be for your commissions or are you going to turn around and do an LLC for some property. We, of course, are also building out what we're very excited about with the scavenger sale in hopes of doing our own real estate investment trust. And we've already got all our LLC paperwork for the LLC portion of that. And we've got some exciting stuff coming through the Investors Club on that. So where are you missing tool-wise? What have we not done together? Prospecting power hours. It is a baseline to me. It's a habit that you know what you're supposed to be doing. The Realtor theme days, the CRM, prospecting power hours. Sit down, do it with me, whether you're in person or virtual. We will help you get into those good habits because I've seen from example, in the many years I was not in these habits, how it affected my income and the ability to stabilize and grow my income. We've got the big topic modules: Money Mondays, Find Out Fridays. That's the big stuff you're traditionally used to. Some of you I'm looking at on here. Now, some of you I'm in regular coaching with: Edna, Jeff, the Gray brothers. I'm in coaching with you. You're building your bio, your business plan. We're working on your CRM. We're finding out what tools. It's not just about a manager that you can call if there's a problem. One-on-one coaching. Let's get together. Let's create some accountability. When I do a coaching session with you, I pull your MLS stats. I pull your income through EXIT because not everything is on the MLS. If you're doing some rentals or off-market stuff, I want to figure out with you what we can do to help you grow into the next quadrant of your business. The newest part of this is what we call the STOP method. This is direct feedback from you and also me in so many interviews with agents from other companies looking to potentially transfer. Not only do they not have a coach, but even some of you inside with all the stuff we've been doing, you're saying, Nick, I've got to do one topic at a time. And that's part of the reason why we're together tonight. Let's walk through the tools and then figure out what topics you need to do in using the STOP method. I developed this based on feedback from you. What is the STOP method? To solve a problem, we're going to do theory, application, and accountability. These are hour-long sessions. So just like power hours, We're not asking you to be there all day. Everything is free. So here is the Stop Solutions learning method. Again, this is my own design. I believe that this will be huge for some of you. I've been trying it out in little individual sessions, and I want to bring it to the group. So first of all, your solutions come based on theory. This is where a lot of training goes wrong, training and coaching alike. We talk about a theory, we roll out a tool, or the tool's already there for you. We say, here's the solution, good luck, thud. I noticed this personally when we started talking about artificial intelligence. And it, for the first time in a long time, one of Marky's sessions went over my head. And I'm like, I don't drink through a fire hose. I pride myself on taking nuggets out of everything. And it just did not work for me. And I realized I'm actually in the same boat as you are. Let's go to the next quadrant, apply the solution in real time. We're going to sit together on a specific topic. For example, Zenlist now has these beautiful Zenlink, all my items of value landing pages. What if we sat in a classroom? You can join us virtually or they're live in any of our 4 offices. And we're going to show you why we're there. What is the solution to a problem we found? And then we're going to apply the solution in real time, which means you're going to actually have to sit there in class and do it. And guess what? Go down to the next quadrant. Help provided in class. No agent left behind. If we sit there and flood you with ideas and don't help you apply them, we're the problem. I'm the problem. Then the buck stops with me because I'm paying for these tools. I want to make sure you have the best mastery of each one. So help provided in class until we're all done. We don't move forward. Myself, Tabrin, potentially Laura, we're going to be wandering around the classroom with you. Okay, everybody's good. We're on to the next thing. And what we're going to do is anything that can be applied elsewhere, we're going to create a process so you can implement it elsewhere. It's not just for that tool. There's probably an application out beyond that one tool. So for example, when I show you in WiseAgent, our CRM, how to sync it up to Zenlist, how to sync it up to your exit tools, there are several other API code features that I can show you, but I've got to give you a baseline and make sure in class the job is done before we leave the class. So this is going to solve a lot of problems of these giant ideas I have, these big tools with 8,000 integrations that we've brought you that don't 100% get used, even sometimes 10% used by agents. That's how we're going to stop this issue that's plaguing the industry, because I'm meeting with people from other companies that they don't even know some of the tools they have. So let's talk about tools. Your tools with us are specifically formulated to work with any sort of inbound leads. The strategies that we have for you work in all 4 lead sources. And this is where, again, going into business plans, those old outlines we've been using, or some competitors that have the financial model, oh, well, I need this number of deals at this dollar volume to get this GCI. I'm like, well, that's not the way the world works. The world works where you get calls from people of all demographics, all earnings, all interests in terms of what they want to buy. You need a filter and a funnel for each, and you want tools that work in each. If you're not working in all 4 of these spheres, there's a problem. If you're kind of hanging out in the referral area, it's a great place to be. We love it. But do you ever want to grow beyond that? If you're not working in the lead aggregators category, I just posted a bunch in the coaching blog, some more ideas for that. We have some things as an office we do for you for that. Lead aggregators are huge to meet new people that are not already in that sphere. And go down to the bottom quadrant, expireds, FSBOs, open houses, farming, all that old school prospecting with some great technological twists, drip campaigns, lead capture, that all works still, sometimes better than ever because less people are doing it. And then last but not least, channel accounts. How do you get those big whales, as they say, that know a lot of people, business owners, business managers, builders, investors that have multiple projects or multiple clients to hand you, sometimes in bulk, sometimes one at a time, but a channel, think over and over again. That is a wonderful way to get business. It takes time to do that. That's why we focus on all 4 quadrants. What are the tools we have to support you in those quadrants? All right, here we are. This is by no means an exhaustive list, but this is the big ones. WiseAgent CRM. How are you going to touch people? If you're touching people using our leveraged events from over in the next quadrant, you're going to probably be using the CRM to do that. mass texting, 250 texts at a time. You get 1,000 texts a month I pay for you. You've got a room view account so that your LinkedIn is going to look as good as you look when you're sending out these pieces. You want social content that can automatically post for you. It's editable. Those two things are kind of your front-facing pieces. Your touch that goes with that is the done for you events and the consumer concierge. What is that? Well, that is the post-move app that kind of collects all their content together for you and for them. And then also the other assets we've introduced recently to you, where you can have them do some improvements, have that app or that concierge fund the improvements, and then they fund and pay for that at closing. Huge asset for us. We're really excited about that partnership. What do you have immediately for people the minute that they say they're interested in something? You have the ZenList app. I can't say enough about it. It is huge. Our consumers rave about it. Gets them off the major websites, gets them right into relationship with you. You have unlimited users on that. It is a beautiful interface and gets them into the private listing network listings. It gives them the ability to schedule tours with you, see the upcoming open houses, map things out, set their own search criteria, A, and get more listings than anywhere else, B. So it's a huge win for the consumer. Also, your digital buyer and seller guides, if you're not using those, you're not having them fill out the survey, you're missing out. All this beautiful stuff done for you. It's ready to go. You just have to implement it. And now the way all of our Wise Agent tools work with all the exit tools, when somebody texts you, when somebody fills out a survey, all that information is going directly into Wise Agent if you've set it up right. And that's why we're going to do the stop method to make sure that we get everybody on board with that. Last but not least, your personal branding. You know, this is your brand. You own your brand, not Exit, not Nick, nobody. You own your brand. You are going to be the one that the consumer cares about and remembers. We want to make sure that we give you items of value, give you the right technology, give you the right touches and tools, but we want that to reflect you. And so that's where going in with Amanda, our graphic designer, working with the design team, kind of coming back to me with social media for a better plan, a bigger plan as to how to even further implement some other ideas I have for you, some other tools that aren't even on here. But these are the big ones. Are you sending out the event invites? Are you connecting your social media to RoomView? Do you have Wise Agent really working for you fully? That's what I want to get to the bottom of. So that is our toolkit. Everything's free. Every single one of these tools is handpicked by me, vetted out of sometimes dozens. I can't even tell you the number of CRMs I vetted in order to pick the one we ended up with, which is Wise Agent, #1 realtor CRM rated by Forbes. Forbes magazine doesn't play around, guys. They know stuff that I don't. So these are all working now together for you if you'll engage me in figuring out which pieces you need help on. So I know that's a lot of content. There's that big piece that's like, hey, what is this again? Where are we? Who are we? Let me go ahead and get this blown up a little bit for you so you can see this a little better. This is a great rundown of everything that we've got. And if you don't know what one of these things is, guys, we need to help you get there. Because if you don't know who the right players are and who the right pieces are to put together, you're not going to get to that next level of commission. Most likely, we want to avoid that. I really have goals for everybody at an individual pace for you, which is why the one-on-one coaching, it's not one size fits all. Some of you buy leads. Some of you know a lot of people and don't need to spend $1 on leads. I can always help you expand and scale if you'll let me engage you. All my coaching's free. If you've got somebody that say, oh, well, you know, I've got a coach. Who is that coach? Have they been an investor? Are they an accredited investor in the financial services? Are they fix and flip, buy and hold? How many units have they sold? How many years have they been in the business? How have they gotten their business? I can show you in all the areas and give you all the things that I did wrong so that you won't have that happen to you. So I hope this has been helpful. It's a great overview of what we have. Obviously, we need to figure out what tools you individually need the most, whether you're an existing agent or you're seeing this as a video later. We want to make sure that all of Project X and the EXIT Strategy Realty tools work for you. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and then let you guys have some discussion on this.